In this video we will discuss times people have encountered aliens. Have you ever encountered an alien? If so, let me know in the comments. Encounter 1. The Kumburgaz UFO Incident, 2007. Residents of Kumburgaz, Turkey, captured video footage of multiple sightings of UFOs over the Sea of Marmara, showing structured craft maneuvering in the sky. The sightings reportedly occurred over several months in 2007, with numerous witnesses observing and recording the UFOs during this period. The objects were observed at various times of the day and night. Witnesses described the UFOs as large, bright, and structured objects that hovered and moved in the sky in unusual ways. They were often seen emitting lights or displaying distinct shapes that differed from conventional aircraft. One of the significant aspects of the Kumburgaz incident was the video footage captured by local residents and researchers. The recording showed close-up views of the UFOs, revealing detailed features such as lights and shapes. The videos underwent analysis by both local and international experts in ufology and aviation. Some analysts suggested the objects could be conventional aircraft or drones, while others argued they displayed characteristics inconsistent with known technology. Witnesses provided consistent accounts of their observations, describing the objects as performing maneuvers that seemed beyond the capabilities of known human aircraft. Some witnesses reported seeing the UFOs for extended periods, allowing for detailed observations. Encounter 2. The Voronezh UFO landing incident of 1989. The incident reportedly took place in Voronezh, a city in western Russia, in September 1989. Voronezh was then part of the Soviet Union. The witnesses included several children who were playing in a park near a residential area. Adults also reported seeing parts of the event. The presence of children added to the credibility of the accounts, as they were seen as less likely to fabricate such stories. According to witnesses, they observed a large, cylindrical object hovering above the park. The UFO was described as metallic and silver in color, with a glowing underside. It was reported to be about 10 to 15 meters, 30 to 50 feet, in diameter. The most striking aspect of the Voronezh incident was the reported appearance of humanoid beings associated with the UFO. Witnesses claimed to have seen three-eyed creatures emerge from the craft. These beings were described as tall, about 3 meters, 10 feet, in height, with a small, conical head and a single antenna-like protrusion on top. According to witness reports, the humanoid beings engaged in various activities, including using a device that emitted a beam of light. They were observed interacting with the environment and seemed to be conducting some form of exploration or investigation. Soviet authorities conducted an official investigation into the Voronezh incident. While some skeptics suggested it might have been a case of mass hysteria or a hoax, proponents of the extraterrestrial hypothesis pointed to the consistency in witness testimonies and the involvement of children as evidence supporting the reality of the event. The Voronezh UFO landing remains a controversial case within the field of ufology. It continues to be cited in discussions about UFO sightings and alien encounters, with proponents arguing it provides compelling evidence of extraterrestrial visitation and skeptics offering alternative explanations. Encounter 3. Betty and Barney Hill abduction, 1961. Betty and Barney Hill were an interracial couple living in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. On the night of September 19 to 20, 1961, they were driving back to Portsmouth from a vacation in Niagara Falls, Canada. While driving through the White Mountains of New Hampshire, Betty observed a bright light in the sky that seemed to move erratically. They continued to observe the object as it seemed to follow their car. Betty and Barney reported experiencing a period of missing time during their journey. Upon arriving home, they realized that several hours had passed beyond what they could account for. Over time, both Betty and Barney began to recall fragmented memories of being taken aboard a craft by small, humanoid beings with large eyes. They underwent hypnosis separately with Dr. Benjamin Simon, a psychiatrist, to recover more detailed memories of the event. Under hypnosis, Betty and Barney recounted being taken aboard a disc-shaped craft by beings they described as about 5 feet tall with gray skin, large eyes, and a humanoid appearance. They were subjected to medical examinations and communicated with telepathically. During her abduction, Betty claimed to have been shown a star map by one of the beings, which she later drew from memory. This star map was later interpreted by astronomers Marjorie Fish as potentially showing the Zeta Reticuli star system. The Betty and Barney Hill case gained widespread media attention and became one of the first widely publicized abduction cases. It was featured in books, documentaries, and media reports, contributing to the popularization of the concept of alien abduction. The case has been the subject of ongoing debate among skeptics, believers, and researchers. Skeptics suggest the experience may have been influenced by stress, sleep deprivation, or other psychological factors. Believers point to the consistency of Betty and Barney's testimonies under hypnosis and the lack of a clear motive for fabrication. The Betty and Barney Hill abduction has had a lasting impact on popular culture and ufology, influencing how alien abduction stories are portrayed and investigated. It remains a pivotal case in discussions about the possibility of extraterrestrial contact. Encounter 4, the Valençol UFO Encounter, 1965. The encounter took place in Valençol, a rural area in southeastern France. The primary witness was Maurice Masse, a farmer who claimed to have had a close encounter with a UFO and its occupants. The incident occurred on July 1, 1965. When Maurice Masse was working in his lavender field early in the morning. He reported encountering a metallic, cigar-shaped object that landed near him without making any noise. Masse described the UFO as approximately 2 meters, 6.5 feet, in diameter and 1 meter, 3 feet, in height, with a metallic surface and no visible openings or windows. It emitted a soft humming sound. According to Masse's account, he observed 2 small humanoid beings standing beside the craft. These beings were described as about 1 meter, 3 feet, tall, with oversized heads, large eyes, and grayish-green skin. Masse claimed that one of the beings communicated with him telepathically, conveying a message of peace and urging him not to fear them. They examined his lavender plants and soil samples before returning to their craft. After a brief period of interaction, the UFO reportedly ascended silently and rapidly disappeared into the sky, leaving Masse stunned by the experience. The Valençol UFO encounter gained immediate attention in France and beyond, attracting journalists, investigators, and ufologists. Masse's account was extensively documented and studied by researchers interested in UFO phenomena. The encounter had a lasting impact on both Masse and the broader UFO community. It remains one of the most cited cases of a close encounter with extraterrestrial beings due to the detailed nature of Masse's testimony and the lack of a clear explanation from conventional sources. As with many UFO encounters, the Valençol incident has faced skepticism and alternative explanations. Critics suggest that Masse may have misinterpreted natural phenomena or fabricated the story for attention, although supporters point to the consistency of his account and lack of motive for fabrication. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.